Veronica Brooks. This is another Vision 9 Enterprise feature about the Get Some movement, and I am here with Jasiri X, okay? Out of Pittsburgh, okay?
Yes.
All right? Revolutionary mindset.
Come on.
I met him at the fundraiser for the White Privilege Conference after Dr. Angela Davis spoke. He did Come On, he did a song called Trayvon, and I was taken in from then. And here we are getting to know him a little better. He deserves to get some stamp of excellence, so let's meet him. Jasiri X.
Peace. I'm here.
So, tell us who Jasiri X is.
I'm an activist. I'm a MC. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm somebody that uses hip hop to raise consciousness, to talk about, raise awareness about certain issues, and also to entertain.
What is it that first got you to do hip hop? In that, and like, what made you want to do conscious, quote unquote, not at you like that, but like, what made you want to do hip hop in that form and let people know and inform people?
Well, I mean, I grew up in a conscious household. I mean, Jasiri is my real name. When I got back to start, I actually quit rap because I believe the hype that you can't be a conscious artist and sell records or be relevant in the industry. So I quit until I heard about the Gina 6. And I just happened to, I was really a full-time activist in Pittsburgh. We started an organization called One Hood. I was working for the school system. And once I heard the Gina 6, I decided to write a song about it and sent it to a website called All Hip Hop. They posted it. Somebody sent it to Michael Baisden. Michael Baisden played it. Next thing you know, I'm in Gina at the rally. I'm traveling with Michael Baisden. So many, y'all remember MySpace? You remember MySpace? This is MySpace. I got so many messages, from, people my age and younger, saying, thank you for writing that song, thank you for talking about these issues. And it really showed me, people do want to hear, I felt like I was lied to, they lied to me, people do want to hear something that's more intelligent, they do want to hear something that relates to issues that affect them in their lives. And from that moment, I just kept, making songs that were socially conscious, and it led to me, getting a record deal and, being able to really travel the country, leave my job, and be able to travel the country and, do hip hop. So I'm in New Mexico. How's that? That's crazy, right?
All the way in New Mexico. That is crazy.
That's dope. That's really dope.
I'm so glad you came too. I'm glad you're out here. Doing what you do is very necessary.
Yeah, and my thing too is I just feel like I provide a balance. I'm not saying everybody should rap like me, everybody should be conscious rappers, but I think it's a balance, and I mean that's what I would like to see, whether it's radio on BT. The black experience to me is just more than just hitting the club or popping bottles or I'm on the block. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I live in what they call the hood, and it's majority, it's a lot of people that just are regular folk. You know what I'm saying? And so who speaks for them? You know what I mean? So I just, I look, and looking at the game, I just, like I said, it's enough of that. And so just, put some Jasiri X in your iPod, you get the full experience.
Too much of anything could be bad.
Exactly. Except for Jasiri X music. Never go wrong.
Exactly.
With Jasiri
there are
X.
points where you can be
And to me, when you look at, if you look at what's timeless classic music, it always had some type of message to it, whether it was Michael Jackson, whether it was Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and so to me, I'm just trying to, follow that same line.
I did, at your performance, what stood out to me the most when you did it was that you brought up, I'm sorry, God forgive me for not remembering his name, but there was a situation in the Bronx.
Where Marley Graham.
Yeah, and that hit me because I didn't know about that, you know what I mean? And I'm just how many people don't know about that? And you did say it happened right before.
Yeah, it was about a month before Trayvon was killed, where Marley, according to police, he made a load, he got some marijuana, a small amount, but New York, doing all these very aggressive marijuana busts. So you see him, and this is the police said he was running from him and they had to catch him. But when you see the video, you see him casually walking into his house. really like he doesn't even know the police were there. Then right after he comes to their house, you see the cops come, kick the door down. Cops run up into his house and shoot and kill him in his bathroom. He was unarmed in front of his grandmother, and so you see that happen. You know, I just got a message that said last week the New Orleans Police Department shot and killed 2 young black men. And then in upstate New York, a 68-year-old black man was killed by the police when his like little medical thing went off, and then the police are responding to a medical situation, and they're killing this man. And so to me, it's like
that needs to be known too.
Right.
Wow.
But this is to me like what's dope about the way it is now because of Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
Like you're able to log on and like, you know, somebody sent that link out.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
68-year-old man, and it's like what? And then I'll get it and I'll retweet it. And this is really how people found out about Trayvon, you know, because I knew about it really 2 weeks ago, just through Facebook and Twitter, and it was like the major news companies, they had to follow what was being put out. I actually blogged about Trayvon a week before I put the video out, you know, and I got the information like maybe a few days before that. But it was Facebook and Twitter, so I just think that that's dope now that we can, you know, and share those stories. But then the next thing is like, what we gonna do about it?
All right, so today, for instance, you know, I don't really watch too much television anymore, but I decided to turn on, you know, I'm watching 106 in Park because they, you know, they get a lot of the kids' minds, and I'm like, okay, well, what are they going to tell the children? And their approach is, let me tell you how to act if you look suspicious. If you have a hoodie on and then a security guard or a cop wants to talk to you, talk to them like this. Don't be loud, don't be like how do you feel about that particular option? Like that's what the masses of the kids that are just really young and really like, oh, I didn't watch TV and I'm into music and Trayvon is important, but I don't know how to feel about it, so I'm watching BET for it, and that's what they're being told to do.
I think that's weak. You know, I mean, yeah, you know, especially if you're a young black man, I mean, most of us have had that conversation about how to act around the police because, you know, our mothers don't want us to get killed, you know. But at the same time, I think if that's the only message you have and you don't have a strong message about, you know, Zimmerman, or even the fact that like, because I have a hoodie on, I'm suspicious. You know, you can go on any college campus and see thousands of white people with hoodies on, repping their college, and they're never seen as suspicious. I just think that, you know, and you know, BET had a moment where they could really talk to young African Americans, Puerto Ricans, whites, Latinos about race. And to me, that's the conversation that we need to have about race and how race matters and how we follow on a daily basis. But you know, BET is not black owned anymore. And
this is true. This is true.
You know, oftentimes when you deal with like corporations, they take the safe route, you know what I'm saying? But it's just deep how
BET,
Viacom owns BET.
Viacom.
Yeah. But even, you know, not to put the cameraman on blast, but you know, you just had some Skittles, so it's like now, like just seeing a pack of Skittles. Just think about this, takes on a whole nother connotation. And I mean, as soon as I saw you put the Skittles, like I'm like Trayvon, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, brother got a dangerous weapon now because he got some.
And right now, like Jasiri, tell us about you. Tell us about your music, your website. Where can we find you in Albuquerque, New Mexico?
You can go to Jasiri X, that's JASIRIX.com. I have music on my Bandcamp page, which is jasirix.band, B-A-N-D, campcmp.com. You can download, I dropped a mixtape called The Whole World Is Watching. You can download it for free. And then I have an album coming out called Ascension. The label is Wandering Works Entertainment out of Vancouver, Canada. And that should be out in probably late May, early June. So look out for Ascension. Oh, and then Twitter, Jasiri_X. _X on Twitter.
Jasiri. Tell us what Get Some means to you real quick.
Man, it's using your talents and gifts to the maximum of your ability and doing something to help your people. You know what I mean? Get some.
Alright. Sunday, the God's day, a day of rest. The NBA All-Stars are playing next. But right outside that same city, the celebratory atmosphere would change quickly. Who watching the game with me? You know Lil Trayvon was repping his hometown, D-Wade and LeBron. He had just came up from Miami to see a daddy.